There is something unmistakable about Virgo's presence, a glow that seems untouched by time, a youthfulness that lingers long after the years have passed. People often wonder why Virgos appear younger than their age, why their faces hold a freshness and their energy feels lighter than expected. The truth is not found in a single explanation, but in a blend of psychology, lifestyle, and spiritual essence that sets Virgo apart. Looking younger is not simply about appearance. It is the reflection of choices, patterns, and inner alignment that manifest outwardly. Virgo carries this balance naturally, as though their path was designed to preserve a timeless quality. This youthful aura comes not from vanity, but from intention. Virgos are rarely careless about how they live. Their routines, their attention to health, and their instinct to nurture create an environment where vitality thrives. Psychology reminds us that habits shape long-term outcomes, and Virgo, with their gift for structure, builds daily rituals that quietly protect them from the wear of time. Their glow is not the product of chance, but of discipline lived with devotion. Yet it goes deeper still. Beyond physical care lies a spirit marked by curiosity, empathy, and inner balance, qualities that do not age because they belong to the eternal part of the self. Mystically, Virgo's connection to Mercury, the planet of thought and communication, sustains a sharpness of mind and a brightness of expression. There is a childlike curiosity in the way Virgo asks questions, studies details, and remains mentally engaged. This mental agility translates into outer youthfulness, for a mind that stays active sends vitality through the body. Likewise, their devotion to service and empathy softens their expression, giving them a radiance that no cosmetic could replicate. Joy shared, compassion given, and love expressed all leave their trace on the face, shaping not wrinkles of weariness, but lines of kindness. In this way, Virgo's youthful appearance is not a mystery, but a reflection of their deeper essence. Their timelessness emerges from the harmony of body, mind, and soul, a balance sustained by habits, protected by discernment, and illuminated by spirit. As we move deeper, the 7 reasons behind this glow begin to unfold, starting with the most practical and obvious: Virgo's devotion to healthy routines, the invisible foundation of their ageless appearance. The first reason Virgo looks younger than their age lies in their devotion to healthy routines. Unlike those who chase quick fixes, Virgo understands instinctively that lasting results are born from consistency. Psychology explains that habits shape the trajectory of health far more than occasional effort, and Virgo excels in building patterns that protect their vitality over the years. Their routines may seem simple to outsiders: hydrating regularly, preparing balanced meals, maintaining daily hygiene. But these small acts accumulate into a shield against the visible signs of aging. What looks ordinary in the moment becomes extraordinary across decades. Virgo approaches health as both science and ritual. They are often conscious of what they eat, choosing nourishment over indulgence not out of vanity, but because their bodies whisper to them when something is out of balance. Many Virgos find comfort in meal planning, in choosing fresh produce, or in maintaining a rhythm that keeps their digestion and energy steady. The skin, the hair, the posture all respond to this care, radiating youthfulness long after others begin to show the weight of neglect. Their modest but consistent practices make them seem timeless. Skincare, too, often becomes second nature to Virgo. While some chase elaborate trends, Virgo focuses on what works, sticking to routines that cleanse, protect, and hydrate. They understand that prevention is more powerful than correction, and this wisdom reflects in their complexion. The glow of Virgo is rarely artificial. It is maintained through patience and foresight. Even rest, which they sometimes resist in their quest for productivity, eventually becomes part of their self-care when they learn its value. Imagine a Virgo beginning the day. They wake early, hydrate before reaching for coffee, and stretch their body with a quiet ritual of movement. Breakfast is intentional, not rushed, and their tasks are outlined with clarity. This routine, repeated daily, minimizes stress, maximizes energy, and creates a rhythm that the body can trust. Over time, this trust between body and mind becomes visible in how youthful they appear. Virgo's commitment to routine is more than discipline. It is respect for the vessel they inhabit. By honoring their body consistently, they avoid the extremes that age others prematurely. This is why their youthfulness seems effortless. It is not the result of luxury, but of loyalty to small, steady choices. From this devotion to healthy routines flows the second reason for their timelessness, one hidden not in habits alone, but in the way they manage stress through their natural need for control. The second reason Virgo looks younger than their age is their way of managing stress through control. While stress is one of the most visible accelerators of aging, leaving its mark on the face, posture, and even the voice, Virgo instinctively works against it by seeking order. Psychology teaches that a sense of control lowers anxiety and creates stability in the nervous system. For Virgo, the act of planning, organizing, and refining their environment is not mere preference. It is a strategy for peace. By reducing chaos, they also reduce the toll that stress takes on their body, preserving both energy and appearance. This need for control often shows itself in small but significant habits. Virgo tidies a room not only because they value neatness, but because disorder unsettles them. They plan meals, finances, or schedules to avoid the hidden stress of last-minute crises. Even in conversations, they think ahead, anticipating outcomes to prevent conflict. Each of these acts may seem like perfectionism to outsiders, but for Virgo, they are protective measures. They are building a shield against the kind of chronic stress that etches lines into the skin and drains vitality. Consider the difference between someone who lives in constant reaction and a Virgo who prepares in advance. The reactive person burns energy, carries tension, and feels worn down by surprises. Virgo, by contrast, uses foresight to soften the blow of uncertainty. This preparation doesn't eliminate challenges, but it lessens their weight. In this balance, their body remains calmer, their face more relaxed, their expression free from the heaviness of chronic strain. What others call control is, for Virgo, a way of preserving youth. There is also a spiritual aspect to this trait. Virgo's orderliness reflects an inner dialogue with the divine. To align their surroundings is to align their spirit. This alignment creates a quiet glow, the kind that comes from peace rather than struggle. When their world is in order, even briefly, their mind softens and their heart lightens, and the body responds by holding its vitality longer than expected. Thus, Virgo's youthful look is not a mystery, but a byproduct of their natural response to stress. By transforming chaos into order, they protect their inner calm, and that calm writes itself across their features. This is why their face often seems untouched by time, holding a freshness rooted in harmony. From here, we move to the third reason for their timelessness, their childlike curiosity, a mental spark that keeps them forever young. The third reason Virgo looks younger than their age lies in their innate curiosity. While some adults grow rigid and disengaged from the world as they age, Virgo preserves a mental vitality that defies time. Psychology calls this openness to experience, a trait strongly correlated with slower cognitive aging and a sustained sense of wonder. For Virgo, curiosity is not just intellectual, it is emotional, spiritual, and even physical. They approach life with attentiveness, noticing details, patterns, and subtleties that others overlook. This constant engagement keeps their mind active and their energy vibrant, which naturally reflects on the body. Virgos are observers, learners, and quiet experimenters. They may explore a new hobby, study a topic deeply, or refine a skill, not for status, but for the joy of mastery. Their curiosity drives them to understand the world, the people around them, and themselves. This ongoing engagement creates a feedback loop. As their mind remains alert, so does their posture, their expressions, and the way they carry themselves. Their attention to detail is evident in their grooming, their style, and even their gestures, all of which exude a fresh, youthful presence. One of the subtle ways curiosity keeps Virgo young is through social engagement. By asking questions, listening intently, and participating in thoughtful conversations, they stay mentally flexible and emotionally balanced. Studies show that active engagement and continuous learning reduce stress hormones and enhance the brain's neuroplasticity. For Virgo, this happens naturally. Their interest in the world keeps the spirit light, which prevents the heaviness often associated with aging. Curiosity also fuels adaptability. While they crave order, Virgos can pivot gracefully when they encounter something unexpected, thanks to their desire to understand rather than control every outcome. This adaptability prevents stagnation, both mentally and physically. They are constantly adjusting, refining, and exploring, and this responsiveness manifests in their graceful movements, bright eyes, and overall vitality. Moreover, their curiosity acts as a protective charm against the cynicism and fatigue that often come with age. By maintaining an inquisitive perspective, Virgo preserves the spark of youth that others lose. This mental engagement translates to a natural radiance, an aura of freshness, and a lively energy that keeps them looking decades younger than their chronological age. The fourth factor, deeply intertwined with their inner discipline and self-respect, is the way Virgo values their body as a sacred vessel. The fourth reason Virgo looks younger than their age is their unwavering respect for their body. Unlike many who treat their physical form as secondary to life's demands, Virgo sees the body as sacred, a vessel that carries both spirit and purpose. This respect is not superficial, it is deeply ingrained, a reflection of their innate desire for order and perfection. They understand, often intuitively, that health and longevity are not optional, but the natural outcome of disciplined care. Their attention to diet, hygiene, exercise, and restorative practices is meticulous, rooted in both practicality and a subtle spiritual awareness that the body mirrors the mind. Virgos rarely indulge in habits that could accelerate aging unnecessarily. They are conscious of nutrition, favoring whole foods, hydration, and balanced routines over temporary pleasures that may damage the body in the long term. Exercise is approached with consistency rather than intensity. They prioritize activities that promote flexibility, strength, and vitality, combining physical wellness with mental clarity. Even small routines like stretching, walking, or mindful breathing accumulate over years to preserve posture, energy, and the elasticity of the skin. Rest and recovery are equally important to Virgo. They respect the cycles of their own body, honoring sleep patterns, downtime, and moments of reflection. This creates a harmony between action and rest, a rhythm that prevents the physical exhaustion that often reveals itself as premature aging. By listening to their body's signals and responding with care rather than neglect, they maintain a youthful energy that others struggle to sustain. There is also a mental dimension to this self-care. Virgo's discipline prevents self-criticism from becoming destructive. By integrating self-respect into daily routines, they reinforce both self-esteem and body confidence. This combination reduces stress and supports hormonal balance, which in turn preserves appearance and vitality. Their lifestyle becomes a living expression of self-love, where each act of care reinforces a sense of well-being that radiates outward. Furthermore, their commitment to the body aligns with their psychological patterns of organization and foresight. They anticipate needs, prevent harm, and approach wellness with long-term vision. This consistency builds resilience, ensuring that the effects of aging are softened by years of intentional choices. Their youthful appearance is thus a reflection of both inner discipline and outer care, a testament to the way respect for the body intersects with psychological insight. The fifth reason, naturally flowing from this respect, is Virgo's remarkable emotional regulation, a hidden force that shields them from the visible effects of time. The fifth reason Virgo looks younger than their age is their extraordinary emotional regulation. Unlike those who allow stress, anxiety, and unresolved emotions to accumulate and manifest as premature aging, Virgo has an innate ability to process and release emotional tension. This is not about suppression, but about conscious management, a mental discipline honed over years of self-reflection and introspection. They are masters at identifying the root causes of their emotions, analyzing them without judgment, and responding thoughtfully rather than reactively. This steady approach prevents the physical wear and tear that emotional chaos often produces, keeping their skin clear, their posture poised, and their expressions calm. Virgos tend to internalize the principle that emotions are signals, not enemies. By observing feelings objectively, they avoid unnecessary drama and maintain a serene, composed presence. This emotional intelligence extends to relationships as well. They navigate conflicts with tact, often diffusing tension before it escalates, which preserves not only their mental energy, but their youthful appearance. The subtle benefits of this regulation show in their eyes, which remain bright and expressive, and in their calm demeanor, which conveys a timeless elegance. Another facet of their emotional discipline is their preference for reflection over reaction. Virgo often journals, meditates, or engages in quiet thought to process experiences. These practices prevent the buildup of cortisol and other stress-related chemicals that accelerate aging. Over time, this consistent release of tension translates into fewer wrinkles, steadier energy, and a generally rejuvenated aura. Their thoughtful nature ensures that they rarely carry the heavy emotional baggage that visibly ages many others. Additionally, Virgo's meticulous organization extends into the realm of emotional life. They set boundaries, prioritize meaningful connections, and cultivate routines that nourish the mind and heart. By avoiding toxic patterns and fostering supportive environments, they create a protective emotional buffer, which acts as an invisible shield against the visible signs of aging. Finally, their emotional resilience is reinforced by a strong sense of purpose. Virgo perceives life as a series of tasks, challenges, and opportunities for growth, and their perspective keeps negative emotions in balance. By channeling feelings into constructive action rather than rumination, they maintain both energy and clarity. Their youthful appearance is not merely a matter of genetics or skincare, it is a reflection of emotional mastery, a silent testament to the power of inner harmony. The sixth reason, flowing naturally from emotional regulation, is Virgo's devotion to mental clarity, a practice that preserves both their intellect and their ageless presence. The sixth reason Virgo looks younger than their age is their unwavering devotion to mental clarity. In a world overflowing with distractions and information, Virgo cultivates a disciplined mind, pruning unnecessary mental clutter and focusing on what truly matters. This mental organization goes beyond productivity. It is a profound strategy for preserving energy, reducing stress, and maintaining a youthful, alert presence. By prioritizing clarity over chaos, they avoid the cognitive fatigue that can manifest physically, such as tension lines, drooping posture, or a weary expression. Their focus on mental hygiene is as integral to their youthful appearance as their diet, exercise, or emotional regulation. Virgo's approach to thought is meticulous and methodical. They analyze situations carefully, plan with foresight, and rarely allow impulsive decisions to dominate their lives. This careful attention to detail creates a sense of control, which reduces anxiety and promotes a calm demeanor. When the mind is at ease, the body follows suit, and the effects of aging, both subtle and pronounced, are mitigated. Their cognitive discipline also allows them to adapt quickly to new information, solve problems efficiently, and maintain a sharpness that is both internally fulfilling and externally visible. Meditative and reflective practices are a cornerstone of Virgo's mental upkeep. By taking time each day to quiet the mind, they prevent the accumulation of stress and mental fatigue. Activities like journaling, mindful observation, or focused breathing serve not only as tools for clarity, but as protective rituals that sustain mental and physical vitality. Over time, these small but consistent practices build a reservoir of calm and focus, translating into a natural, youthful radiance that seems effortless to observers. Additionally, Virgo's intellectual curiosity encourages ongoing learning and mental engagement. Their brains are constantly active, exploring new ideas, refining skills, and seeking meaningful knowledge. This mental stimulation supports neuroplasticity, creativity, and memory retention, all of which contribute to a youthful energy that radiates in posture, speech, and presence. By embracing intellectual challenges rather than shying away from them, they maintain a dynamic and vibrant mind that mirrors their timeless appearance. Finally, the mental clarity Virgo cultivates acts as a foundation for every other youthful trait they possess. It enhances emotional stability, reinforces discipline, and supports the routines that preserve health and vitality. The seventh reason, building naturally from mental clarity, is Virgo's profound spiritual alignment, a subtle but powerful force that nurtures their ageless essence and elevates their presence to something almost ethereal. The seventh reason Virgo looks younger than their age is their profound spiritual alignment. Unlike superficial spiritual routines, Virgo's connection to their inner self and the universe is deliberate, disciplined, and deeply integrated into every aspect of their daily life. This alignment provides them with a sense of purpose, a consistent source of inner peace, and a resilience that radiates outward, visibly influencing how others perceive their age and vitality. It is not about religiosity or ritual for its own sake. It is about tuning into energies, intentions, and rhythms that harmonize the mind, body, and spirit. This harmony manifests in posture, expression, and the subtle aura of health and calm that surrounds them, creating an unmistakable impression of timelessness. Virgo's spiritual practices often include meditation, breathwork, and mindful reflection. These are not sporadic activities, but intentional, daily commitments that center their energy and prevent the accumulation of stress and negative vibrations. The consistent practice of setting intentions, visualizing positive outcomes, and expressing gratitude fortifies their mental and emotional landscape. This internal balance reduces tension, encourages relaxation in facial muscles, and supports a natural, healthy glow. Their spirituality also drives mindful living, choosing foods, environments, and relationships that sustain vitality rather than deplete it. Another key component of Virgo's spiritual alignment is their attunement to cycles and natural rhythms. Whether following lunar phases, seasonal shifts, or intuitive energy patterns, Virgo moves in sync with life's flow. This attunement allows them to act with timing, patience, and precision, conserving energy and avoiding unnecessary strain. Their daily routines reflect this synchronicity. They rest when necessary, focus when appropriate, and prioritize recovery and nourishment. Such balance not only sustains their energy levels but protects against the physical and mental fatigue that accelerates aging. Virgos also channel spiritual insight into practical action, blending metaphysical awareness with grounded behavior. They use meditation to clarify decisions, spiritual reflection to guide relationships, and conscious visualization to manifest goals. This union of thought, action, and intention amplifies their confidence and poise, qualities that enhance their youthful presence. Observers often notice a quiet composure in Virgo, a subtle magnetism that draws attention yet conveys humility, creating a timeless impression that transcends chronological age. Finally, the spiritual alignment Virgo cultivates synergizes with every other factor: emotional regulation, mental clarity, discipline, and lifestyle choices, forming a comprehensive system that preserves youth and vitality. This inner harmony becomes visible in their radiant skin, expressive eyes, graceful movements, and serene expressions. It is the seventh reason, a culmination of physical, mental, and emotional self-mastery, that allows Virgo to consistently look younger than their years, leaving observers both curious and inspired. Beyond the 7 core reasons Virgo looks younger than their age, there are subtle signs and habits that reinforce this timeless appearance. Virgos are keen observers of their own patterns and the world around them, noticing small imbalances before they escalate. This heightened awareness extends to their health, environment, and emotional state, allowing them to make micro-adjustments that preserve vitality. Whether it's correcting posture, hydrating adequately, or addressing stress triggers immediately, they consistently act before minor issues evolve into visible signs of aging. Their preventive mindset is a secret weapon in maintaining youthful energy, demonstrating that aging gracefully is as much about foresight as it is about genetics or lifestyle. Virgos are also meticulous in their attention to detail when it comes to self-care. They understand the compounding effect of small, consistent habits. Skincare, diet, exercise, sleep, and even mental decluttering are approached methodically, with the knowledge that cumulative actions shape long-term results. Unlike others who may rely on quick fixes, Virgo's disciplined approach produces subtle, yet highly effective outcomes over time. This long-term perspective ensures that the effects of stress, environmental exposure, and lifestyle choices are minimized, contributing to a radiant, youthful appearance that seems almost effortless to outsiders. Another hidden factor is their approach to emotional resilience. Virgos do not shy away from confronting internal conflicts or processing difficult emotions. Instead, they actively seek understanding and resolution, preventing negative emotional energy from manifesting physically as tension, fatigue, or premature aging. Their introspective nature allows them to release what no longer serves them, cultivating a calm, serene exterior that aligns with the vitality of their inner state. The integration of emotional intelligence with daily habits forms a subtle but powerful shield against the visible effects of aging. Virgos also thrive on structured routines and rituals. Morning and evening routines, wellness schedules, and deliberate rest periods serve not only as organizational tools, but as mechanisms to support physical and mental rejuvenation. Even small rituals such as mindful breathing, stretching, or journaling accumulate over time, reinforcing youthful energy and appearance. These routines are not rigid or joyless. They are intentionally designed to nurture both body and soul, creating consistency that sustains health and vitality without overt effort. Finally, Virgos are naturally aligned with subtle cosmic and numerological influences. Whether responding to the energy of lunar phases, synchronicities like 111 or 222, or moments of reflection during planetary shifts, they integrate these signs into their daily lives. This alignment enhances intuition, timing, and overall harmony, which indirectly supports their youthful aura. By weaving awareness, ritual, and cosmic insight into everyday life, Virgos maintain not just their looks, but an enduring, energetic presence that defies their chronological age. The final element that completes Virgo's youthful aura is their integration of mind, body, and spirit into a harmonious lifestyle. By now, it is clear that the secret to their ageless appearance is not a single factor, but a sophisticated blend of discipline, self-awareness, and conscious living. Virgos continuously balance nutrition, physical activity, mental clarity, emotional regulation, and spiritual attunement in a way that few others manage. This holistic approach ensures that every system of the body works optimally, energy flows without obstruction, and stress is mitigated before it can leave visible marks. Their lives become a living experiment in intentional health, a consistent practice of nurturing the vessel that carries their essence. Physical activity is not just exercise for Virgos. It is a mindful extension of their overall self-care. Whether it is yoga, walking in nature, or strength training, each movement is performed with awareness, precision, and alignment. This attentive practice protects their posture, enhances circulation, and maintains muscular tone, all of which contribute to a natural, youthful appearance. Additionally, they prioritize rest and recovery, understanding that rejuvenation is as vital as action. The balance between effort and restoration ensures their vitality is both sustained and visible, creating a physical presence that radiates energy rather than fatigue. Nutrition for Virgo is similarly intentional. They do not chase trends, but follow a philosophy that values nourishment over indulgence, simplicity over excess. Foods are chosen for their quality, impact on energy, and ability to support cellular health. Hydration, clean eating, and mindful consumption of treats create an internal environment that supports radiant skin, clear eyes, and overall physical vigor. This dietary mindfulness, paired with their disciplined routines, forms a foundation for youthfulness that is consistent and reliable, avoiding the peaks and crashes that age the body prematurely. Mentally and emotionally, Virgos cultivate clarity, resilience, and a strong sense of purpose. Their analytical minds allow them to process information efficiently, avoiding unnecessary mental clutter. Emotionally, they practice self-reflection and release negativity proactively. These habits prevent chronic stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion from manifesting physically, keeping their expressions soft, their gaze clear, and their demeanor composed. The synergy of mind and body ensures that the energy they project is vibrant, calm, and consistently youthful. Ultimately, Virgo's ability to look younger than their years is a testament to their mastery of life's subtleties. Every choice, habit, and reflection is intentional, creating a tapestry of vitality that is visible to the world. Their age becomes secondary to the radiance of their presence, as if time itself bends around their disciplined, harmonious existence. It is this integration of mind, body, spirit, and cosmic awareness that allows Virgo to embody agelessness with a natural grace that is enviable and inspiring.